And it's Marianah, and I am so blessed today because I have one old young friend here. We've come a long way.
Very long way.
Yes, a very, very long way. And his name is Amandla Didiza. Did I say it right? Amandla. And now Nobs, on that side, hi Nobs. Hello. She is Nqobile. Am I doing the click right? Am I doing the click wrong?
Nqobile Qupe from Gqeberha.
Okay, from Gqeberha. Oh, I have learned well. Grannies can also learn clicks.
Yep.
But we call her Nobs. And of course we know each other from Toastmasters because you are actually here to tell us about Speechcraft, the Speechcraft course. It's an 8-week course. Yes, that's going to be happening soon. And it's all about public speaking, the art of public speaking. So who's going to start?
Him.
I'll take that.
Amanda, the old guy, the old young friend. Okay,
Yeah.
so tell us about Speechcraft.
Well, I think you've captured it quite well by saying it's all about the art of public speaking. But with that comes an array of ways in which one can speak. So what Toastmasters has done is create and package sort of like a crash course, an introduction to public speaking that people can then grow through and more especially growing their competence in communication and leadership. This one particularly is going to start on the 6th of May and runs for 8 weeks. What happens is there you learn a variety of skills from how you deliver a speech to how you plan it, presentation mastery, what are the gestures that you use in a presentation. So these will also help you in real life and more practical experience, whether it's at work, whether it's in the professional and social spaces that you're in. But it just helps craft and master the art where one can communicate more efficiently and more effectively. And that's what we're going to be doing through Speechcraft.
Yes.
And it also happens in an instance where one does not want to be a Toastmaster, but has an interest in growing their public speaking. So it's offered to those. But if one wants to take that up as a Toastmaster, having gained some interest after the 8-week course, then they can join a particular club.
Yes, you can become a Toastmaster. And talking about gestures, Nobs, he said a lot, he covered it all, hey? But I think also there are the things to look out for not to do, and then there are of course the gestures.
Yes.
Very important because you're speaking to your audience. It's a big hall with 500 people, or it's a small group with 20 people. You never know.
Exactly. We have graduates. We are in graduation season now who might be looking for jobs. Before you get hired, you have to go through an interview. And as he said, we train people on the art of speaking and on the art of preparation. You have to prepare. You have to present yourself well. Once you are hired, you have to present, whether you are speaking in a meeting of 3 people, in a meeting of 2 people, or in a presentation at a forum where you're presenting to hundreds of people. But you have to have the ability to put your point across.
Indeed. And that of course becomes but because, you know, I always say to the young ones, the grade 11s, the youth leadership ones, that you have to speak as if you're chatting with your friend on the playground, like we're chatting here now. Mm-hmm. And that's how you also need to speak to an audience. But now, Nobs, I have known you, I don't actually know how long. Also, how long have you been with Toastmasters?
Pre-COVID. Life these days is pre-COVID and post-COVID.
Okay, so but it's quite a bit pre-COVID, quite a few years pre-COVID, so it can be like 7 years even.
I think it was 2019. That's before COVID though.
Yeah, so it's almost 6 years.
Yes.
And what brought you to Toastmasters?
So my journey was quite a therapeutic one, because I had a stroke. So as part of my therapy out of the stroke, I needed to learn how to speak. I needed to learn how to write. I needed to learn multiple functions, and one of those was how to speak, because I used to have terrible anxiety speaking after my stroke. My mind would just get clouded. It wasn't even stage fright, but it was about the surviving of the stroke. So I would sit in meetings and it would be my turn to speak, and everything would just disappear, not because I don't know what to say, but because I would be engulfed.
Because it was that trauma.
Yes, with anxiety. So I just needed to learn and be with people who are in a similar situation, because I think when you learn public speaking, you are all in the same road, but you are on different journeys, because what brought me and what brought someone else is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Before, I had been a good speaker, but then I just came to a halt.
It's like a lockdown.
Yes.
And
I had it's like a personal lockdown.
Like the fright or flight
yes.
Mode that you're going to run away rather than speak, because you actually have experienced not being able to speak. And I think when I met you was when you had a job at the boardwalk.
Yes.
And you had it was quite a responsibility.
Yes.
And that's when you joined Toastmasters.
Yeah.
I remember now. Yes. And that's quite a few years ago.
Yes, that was quite a few
before
years.
the new boardwalk, it was the old boardwalk.
Yes.
You know, and Amanda, what about you?
Mm-hmm.
Because I met you, I think it was in your NMU days. That was
It's quite a long time ago. So you're asking about my Toastmasters journey.
Yes.
Yeah, I think for me personally, it's always been an aspiration to want to communicate. I believe that it's something that's universal. No person does not do that ever in their life.
Yeah, we have to.
And it's how you communicate that actually allows people to have an image of who you are. I think sometimes our thoughts and our ideas shape who we are. And at the time, you're young and you're navigating life and you really want to express yourself as best as possible.
Yeah.
Because you do know that one day, I think you made the example of being a graduate, and you do know that at the back of your mind, there will come a time where I will be competing in a high value, high volume environment where a lot of people are going to be in interviews, and you need a distinguishing factor.
Yes, indeed.
Aside of your CV.
Yeah, and that you certainly get with Toastmasters. And now when the speechcraft journey is going to be so beneficial to so many, it's going to be on a Monday, and it's from 7 o'clock.
7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Monday, from the 6th of May to the 1st of July.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if people want to join, obviously they have to pay their fees before they can start. Who do they contact?
The contact details will be at the bottom where we send these videos.
Okay.
Glenys and Ricky will be the contact people.
Ricky Woods, yes, and Glenys.
Yes.
Whitehead. And they will take your registration, so just look at somewhere on this. And we're going to enjoy speechcraft, because we have also COVID made that we couldn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a bit for it to start again in PE, but I'm so glad it did.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people need this opportunity.
They need the opportunity.
And
So
it's good
I'm
that
going
people-
to say thank you so much to both of you for coming and sharing how and why, because that's so important. And you never too old to learn, because I was already over 60 when I joined Toastmasters. And I've been there longer than both of you. So yes, please keep going, keep shining. And now it's me, Marianah, saying goodbye.